Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could've used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of Curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of Curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
I have an idea.
Brett, come on man, I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know guys, I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait, do you smell that?
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of Curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of Curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
I have an idea.
Brett, come on man, I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know guys, I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait, do you smell that?
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Hey Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo! Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
A very pleasant good day and welcome to Martensville, Saskatchewan. It's the Grand Slam of Curling Canadian Open Tier 2. Here on Curling Stadium, we have this match between Team McDonald and Team Maeda. It is Team Maeda with the Redstones having hammer here in end #1. Team McDonald is being skipped by their normal third, Jacques Gauthier. No stranger to high-level competition himself. And he is handling the skipping duties today and this weekend for Team McDonald. Appreciate you all joining us here on Curling Stadium. My name is Dave Schmel, and my producer is Connor Sims. And for those of you watching across the sea, very early in the morning, so Ohio and good morning. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you so much for watching Curling Stadium. See the guard up. And one underneath. Now, here in the Grand Slam of curling, if you're not familiar, we have a little bit of different rules. We are on the time clocks. Each team's afforded 30 minutes of thinking time, along with 2 timeouts each. And there's a good look at the clock. Now, that only happens while the stone is not in play. So after your opponent's stone comes to rest and they have surrendered the house to you, and the sheet, your time clock starts. And then it stops again when the stone is thrown and crosses the tee line on the delivering end. And if you do not complete throwing all the stones in the allotted time, you do forfeit. There is no other alternative. Also, a rule that's unique to the Grand Slams is you have just one blank per team allowed. So if you have already blanked an end and you blank another, you will forfeit the hammer. Doesn't mean you can't blank the end, but you're just not getting the hammer back. So it does change the strategy a little bit. And now, at least in round robin play, we have no extra ends. It is just a draw to the button here at the end. And they're looking to get through this port. They do so. I thought they were through it. Oh, my goodness. I really did. But they do wreck on the guard. And the guard's going to come right back. Oh, that was so close. We are very thrilled to have all the action from the Tier 2 Slam here on Curling Stadium. We will be carrying the action all the way through the preliminary rounds of the playoffs, all the way through Saturday. And the finals on Sunday will be on the Rock Channel. And it is definitely two teams with very similar types of uniforms, for sure. We had that earlier on with Team Black and Team Cameron. Their uniforms were practically identical. They were both almost solid black with blue trim, and it made it very, very difficult to tell the teams apart. At least this one, Team Maeda has some blue accents in there and a little bit more of a pattern, a little more festive, for lack of a better word, and a little bit easier to distinguish against their opponent. As we take a look at the stones in the rings, now we're going to watch this one come on down off the hand of Jason Ginter. Jason Ginter subbing into this team this week with the absence of the skipper, Jordon McDonald. And it is Jason Ginter throwing third rocks on this team. I know it's bright and early over in Japan right now. Cherry-san is watching before she goes to work. I think we may have touched a stone on the way by there. I don't know if Connor, if you have a replay, we can see what happened there. Let's take a look here. Didn't really help any. They're still trying to determine what they want to do here. I have a little bit of an issue with our cameras right now. We have a couple of them frozen. We do apologize for that. Our technology is not cooperating at this exact moment. We'll try to get you a shot that works. Still waiting for something to come up here. McDonald, not means you have Jordon McDonald and Jacques Gauthier playing together. Jordon and Jacques did play together, and we're back. There we go. Thank you so much for your patience. It was there we go. We see that they've come to a resolution on whatever their rock dispute was, or, slight issue with somebody touching it, and have come to a conclusion on that. Looks like from what I can see, they advanced the stone that may have been touched a little bit further towards the sideboards. And we come back to see McDonald line 2. This is the first stone for Maeda. Maeda Takumi with his first of the opening end. Nice hit and roll to end up in front of the McDonald stone. Now Gauthier will still be able to make this go. They need to get this one hard to... Oh, they just managed to slide on by. So it's going to be an interesting choice here for Maeda, whether he chooses to take one or he chooses to blank. You only get one blank in the 8-end game. So Maeda for Team Local Drago. Final stone of the first end. Needs to curl up. And does it hang on? Oh, that's really, really close. I do believe it's red, but I'm going to wait for confirmation. They do indicate it's red, so it is a single point for Local Drago and Maeda. McDonald has a hammer when we come back here on Curling Stadium.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
And welcome back to Martensville. It's the second end here of the Grand Slam of Curling Canadian Open Tier 2 in Martensville here, being shown on Curling Stadium. It was Maeda who took the single point, and McDonald has the hammer throwing the Yellowstones here in the second end. Now, we mentioned in the previous end that only one blank is available per game. That actually did come up for Team Maeda, Team Loco Drago, that they ran into a situation where they blanked an end against Ju and had already blanked one previously, so ended up surrendering the hammer at a time when they certainly didn't want to do so. Would have been better off just taking one. But I would certainly be lying if I haven't skipped an entire end and forgotten that I had the hammer. So happens to everyone, especially in the heat of the moment. And I'm sure that's a situation he's going to be more aware of in the future. That one a little bit heavy, probably bailed out a little bit too quick. Probably would have been better off to sweep that around. And now that I've done my research, all the dragon emojis make a lot of sense. You see, it is Maeda line 1 and 2 now. Here's Olofsson on hard on the sweep, trying to make the double. They get him moving, but they're going to serve to move that. They killed two of them, but the one Maeda stone ended up dead buried under cover, which is a little bit unfortunate for Team McDonald and Jacques Gauthier. Trying to get this one down and all the way under cover, and they will. So 2 stones dead buried. Gauthier has no choice but to play the run back. Ginter trying to hold it there. Can he hold it far enough? It's going to overcurl, but they can get the other one. Oh, that's heads up thinking by Gauthier there. Oh, that's an interesting. Oh, take a look at this one again. You see, they're trying to hold it. They're trying to hold it. Still thinking they're going to get the straight run. Then they go off and on now, say, okay, hold it a little bit more, take this angle. They roll to a corner, stick the shooter, all kinds of good stuff there. There's an interesting fun fact. Thank you for sharing that. The uniform pattern represents fish scales. I thought it might have been dragon skin, but fish scales makes a lot of sense. Obviously, fishing a huge industry in Japan. There's a good look at the unis. Yeah, that could go both ways. It could be fish scales. It could be reptile skin. So now here's Jason Ginter. Head down right to it for Olofsson. Oh! Almost got the double and the roll, but got a half decent roll. It's only 3/4 under, though. So still very gettable. On the way from Maeda Hiroki. Gets that one. It's going to roll, 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 roll. Pretty easy double there. Olsen holding this one from Ginter. It's going to catch it twofold and stay right there. So McDonald just not 100% on point with these right now. Now, a couple choices for Team Maeda here. I think you can hit and take a big roll open, or you can be a little bit more aggressive and roll on top of yours. I like that play a little bit more because it's going to apply a lot more pressure on McDonald and might force them to burn their blank. Trying to make it curl. This is going to be just dead nose, so they didn't get a big roll, and they didn't roll on top. So a little bit of a neither nor there. Now, Gauthier still not exactly looking at the best situation he ever could have done there. You see, Elias Humanicki is in the house with Jacques, serving as the vice skip. Jacques Gauthier, of course. Former Brier participant. And Gauthier with his first here in the second end. Olsen trying to now back to straight. This must be close. They want to hit this and they want to roll under cover. Oh, that's rolling too far, and it's rolling all the way out. And here comes the guard all day. You see there in the background in the lounge, the Go Team Drago poster. Want to get the perfect guard up here. That's pretty good. So that's going to lead Gauthier either a draw to the button, a double for one, or a double for a blank, depending on how they choose to take it here. He is going to play the double as opposed to a draw. We'll see if he pushes hard for the blank. Tough to get the blank. You're going to be flirting with missing the one in the rings. Probably going to throw the double to take one here, if I were to guess. So, Jacques Gauthier, final stone of the second. It's close for the double. He makes it, and he gets his single. So Team McDonald with Gauthier has it all tied up after two. We'll be back from Martensville after this. You're watching the Grand Slam on Curling Stadium.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of Curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of Curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
And welcome back. It's the Grand Slam of Curling, Canadian Open Tier 2 here on Curling Stadium. We're all tied up. And it is Team Maeda with the hammer. They're throwing the redstones here. It was a single point for Team McDonald with Jacques Gauthier at the helm. Corner guard goes up. Now we'll see if this one comes down all the way into the rings, or is it just going to be a straight guard? The line looks pretty good in this. Gauthier wants it just as a very tight guard. Can keep on carrying it, get that last bit of finish. It will get better. Gets better with every stroke. That's pretty good. Now coming right underneath will be Maeda. And there you go. You see the team poster there. Go for it, Team Loco Drago. We do know that all of your fans are very supportive, and that's indicative of curling fans all over the world. But we do see it's particularly strong of the following for teams in Japan, and I'm sure they appreciate that. It always feels better when you know you got somebody rooting for you. They took on the chase and they made it. Is it going to get all the way out? It does. That's very important. And look at that roll right underneath. Take another look at that one. You see Ginter holding it there, just keeping it clean and manage it. Now they know they're by. Olsen goes hard on the curl side. They just get around, keep it moving for the momentum, and get it all the way out. That is the definition of a team shot. Now up will come the guard. This one over curling just a little bit. So there is room to work in there. You can certainly get to it and move it at least to the back 12. The question is, does that really do much for you? Because you're probably going to roll in a little bit. Or out, rather. You might be able to get to the face, but then you're going to catch the one in the back. So Kanikawa Oreo. This one wrecks on the guard. That's not going to help too much because now the guard's going to come up again. Maeda is still trying to build something here. Going to get to the point where you're going to have to look to bail, though. Not even laying a brush to this stone from Ginter. Now they're going to curl it. Humaniki. That's pretty good. Triple peels there. So here comes Maeda Hiroki. Needs to come up a little bit. Gets 1, 2, 3, move again. There they go. Au revoir. That's worth another look. came down there really, really hard. I wasn't sure if it was going to curl up just enough, trying to coax it over. You see those little spirit fingers trying to bring it in, and they did. And it's an empty slate. So now at least Team Maeda can see themselves out of it. That shot didn't quite go far enough. Now, with where it sits, I don't know if there's an opportunity to try to generate a 2 again here. You still can do it with the run back. Got to hit it and roll the run stone under cover. I would have probably taken a shot directly with the thrown rock, but this can certainly work too. On the run back, it's going to make contact and stay right there. And now you have the opportunity for Gauthier to hit and roll under cover. This is the shot that I feel that Maeda should have thrown with the last stone. It's a lot of time, we always say it's not what you make, it's what you leave. And the shot right now that Jacques Gauthier is going to try to make was there for Team Maeda to make. And they would have had a chance to possibly still get a deuce out of it. Now, with a good one made here, very high probability of a force. So Gauthier settles into the hack. And depending on where this goes, it will make them decide whether they're going to play the chase or just draw center. But first things first, Gauthier needs to take care of this one. His first to 2 in the third end. It's going to needs to roll hard. It's half open, and it will be ignored by Maeda. Just going to draw center. Now, anything he throws is going to be chaseable. First to 2 for Maeda, looking to sink one underneath here. This one needs to go for distance more than anything else. Oh, you have to be counting. You got to be counting. Okay, you do. You get just the top 4. Good scrub by the front end. It's a very tight port. So Gauthier is going to curl in behind it. This is certainly not an easy shot. They're taking another look at it here. I don't blame them, because if you don't make it, you're just basically saying, "Here's your 2. Please come take it." You see the other thought to draw the back four from the intern side. The far left sides are looking at. I don't like that a little bit. That's what we're doing. And this is a play for a force here, not a steal. And if you're doing that, I'd almost rather run the center one back and try to get rid of both of them. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to leave a draw for 2 all day. Whereas the other way, you could get the force. Unless they think they can draw through the port. They're going to give it a shot. Can they get through the port? No, that's going to overcurl and be all over the center one. So just don't think they came to the right shot there, did Team McDonald. Now will be a draw for 2 for Maeda. Final stone of the third end. Needs the 8-foot. And they got it. It's a deuce for Maeda. Drago shoots out some flames. It's 3-1 after 3 on Curling Stadium.
Hey, Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Who knew after 20 years in real estate I'd have to make silly videos for Instagram and come out behind a tree?
Stu, we need to do this stuff.
Why can't I just door knock into open houses like I did in the old days?
That doesn't work anymore.
Okay, so it's because I'm sitting here behind a tree. Come use us for real estate.
Up there. And welcome back to Martensville as a score 2 for Maeda and Team Drago. McDonald with Jacques Gauthier trying to take a look at it. So over there on sheet 1, it's Reed Carruthers versus Giacomo Colli. It looks like it's a 2-1 lead in favor of Coley. Those teams are playing in the fourth end. And over on sheet 3, we have Kate Cameron throwing the Yellowstones. Has a lead over, actually is trailing Wayno by 1, so it's 2-1. I'm sorry, there's Kate Cameron on sheet 4, rather. 3-1 for Kate Cameron. Apologies there. And that is Park versus McMillan on sheet 3, I believe. We'll have to get another look at them. Now that is Cameron on 3, but the scores are not right on our website. Yeah, they are. No, they're not. Yes, they are. So after the most muddy score report in all of history, I show 2-1 Wayno over Cameron, and we saw the scores for McMillan and Park over there on sheet 4. Absolutely smooth as sandpaper was the delivery of that score update. This one is going to be on the top guard, grazes the second one, grazes their own, pushes it back, and rolls open. Dinky dunky, dinky dunky doo. I blame my lack of execution there on Connor. Olsen on this one hard. They're trying to get the roll to the center. Not going to really get it. Only rolls a skosh. And it's going to be important later on that top 12 one is biting. It was that little secondary carom there that did it. Big brush here. Trying to just roll center right in front. Stop, stop, stop. Oh, just rolled just a little bit too far. Try to figure out what kind of weight they can throw at this. Can they get to the nose with hack, is what Gauthier just said. I'd like to thank Gauthier for being nice and loud there. We can hear him. Ginter pushing it over. Ginter is Olofsson in disguise. Pushes it back. Shot stone for Team McDonald. Second and third belonging to Maeda right now. They're going to make contact. Are they going to jam in the back? Oh, they do. That could prove tragic. That could open the way to a 3-ender here. And how does that happen, you ask? Well, glad I can help you here. Going to remove that. And you're going to lie 3. That biter all the way in the top, the one in the back. Just biggest thing that has to be avoided now by Ginter is leaving a double. So after Maeda scored 2 in the last end, 3 is now very much in the possibility. Now, part of this still requires execution. Olsen and Humanecki holding on to it. They're going to get the hit. They're going to stay right there. Now, will Maeda take on the double? I really think you need to. This is your chance to get out of a 3-ender. Of course, if you were to flash, it would be absolutely tragic. So we can get this back to being just a 2 with a big hit here by Maeda Haruki. This is going to be close. On the 1, across. Kill it up. Yes, you do. Stick on for a bonus, maybe. No, it did go out, but fantastic shot by Maeda Haruki. Let's see it again. Catches it almost too thick. If you cut it a little thinner, you would have stuck there. So now the only stone in the rings is that top biter just hanging on the top like a little piece of garnish on top of your steak. Just a little piece of parsley. Now that was a really good shot, and I'm going to tell you why. Because by putting it back there, it's going to be tough to remove. It can possibly jam in the back. Now, if it was maybe a 1.5 feet lighter, it wouldn't have pushed that back stone quite as much. So I'm pretty sure Maeda can still take this one. But 2 appears to be a foregone conclusion, barring a big mistake right now. So they have to address it. Can't leave 2 in the rings. They hit and they stick. And now it's up to Gauthier to hit this one. He has to be a little bit careful because he could jam as well. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, but stranger things have happened and will happen. Jacques Gauthier, first to 2. They got this one. It hits and it stays. They're line 2 with just about maximum distance between them. So Maeda with his final. Makes a hit and stick. That's going to be a hit and stick back for the deuce for Gauthier. Shot Gauthier, final stone of the fourth end. Needs to hit and stick to get the deuce to level the field. And he gets it. It's all tied up after 4. We head to the break. We'll be back from Martensville after this on Curling Stadium.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
And we're still at the fourth end break. It's all tied up after 4. Getting ready for action in just a moment. Now, this event here is the Tier 2 Grand Slam of Curling Canadian Open, presented on Curling Stadium. We're here with you all weekend through Saturday with playoff action. The finals will be held on Sunday on the Rock Channel. But for right now, I'm Dave Schmel, and Connor Sims is making all these beautiful pictures happen. You see a good number of folks here to watch things. The lounge, well populated for this event. There's a Boston Bruins game in the background. Don't know who they're playing this evening. So the real Olofsson throws a stone and fake Olofsson sweeps it. during the break, my producer was giving me a little bit of guff over confusing the Ginter / fake Olofsson versus real Olofsson. And in my defense, if the spare, if you had a spare, you had to figure the spare gets the wrong shirt, right? Come on, guys, you have to defend me. Connor is giving me too much grief. So it looks like we have a pretty standard end setting up here. We might be setting up the traditional box format here. The box being the high center guard, one in the 4-foot corner guard, and a draw underneath. Now, both teams have both of their timeouts remaining, and neither team has exercised a blank yet. Only one blank is allowed per game per team. If you do not abide by that rule, you will forfeit the hammer the next end. And obviously, that's a huge thing. The other key rule change, rule difference against one of our normal bond spiels is that there is no extra end during round robin play. It is just a draw to the button. So we're going to have more of a trapezoid than a box, but still something in a rectangular type of shape. This one is light, though. This has to go. Both brushes are on it. And this is not going to make the rings. Kamikawa cannot be happy with that one. Gives Gauthier to have Humaneki stick another one in there. Now it's time for a cleanup. Got to get out of this now. You push 1, 2. Ooh, and you stuff it and leave it right back there. Guard goes right back, so move to rock, but it doesn't really accomplish anything. So that has to go down as a missed shot. You see the time clock's running there in the background. 30 minutes a lot to each team. So right now, just about 15 minutes left for Team McDonald. You generally want to have a little bit more than half your time left at the break because later on in the game, the ends tend to get just a little bit more interesting. At this point, Maeda and Team Drago might want to look for a blank. So you're going to hit this, roll into the rings, likely force Gauthier to take it on. Then you're hoping that a double might be there. Not going to completely surrender your opportunity. If you can keep the action, ooh, just past that one. If you can start to move the action a little bit to the left side, a blank's not out of the question. You just need to force Gauthier to have to continue to address those stones. So if you eventually get shot stone off the button and are able to get a second one or a nice one in the 8-foot, I don't know if Gauthier would take a chance against giving up a steal or to even go for a steal. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays off. I'd like to thank all of you who are watching us this evening and morning on Curling Stadium. Truly appreciate having you. Now you see them looking to peel here in the middle. I think if you want to be aggressive, you can still try to score two. If you would ever play a downweight hit on the out turn, run the red onto the yellow, that's very aggressive, but certainly there. This much safer play, of course, is opening up the center. And they do open a lot up there, so, and especially move some of those corner guards a little bit further off to the side. So that's a good outcome. Doesn't change the plan for Gauthier. But if you see what I'm looking at there, the target would be that red on the 12-foot. And you could drive that onto shot rock and be potentially under the guard that's about to be thrown right now by Ginter. This is why we call our sport chess on ice. So many different moves you could take at this point. Sen could still go multiple different ways. A steal is now the question. In my opinion, a deuce is still not off the table. Now, I really think Maeda can just get there on the out turn, and he thinks so too. Now, he's going to play there as a draw. Here's Maeda Hiroki. This one still needs to go. You need to get it all the way there, gentlemen. Oh, and it is short. So now with that short, what does Gauthier want to do? Both shots are there. I mean, the same shot is there again right now, essentially. It's really close to whether that shot I originally proposed is there. I think it is actually. Team coming down to talk about it. Both teams do have 2 timeouts. Might be a good time to utilize one of them. So it looks like they settled on a guard. So here's Jacques Gauthier. It stops right where he wanted it. So decision time here. Multiple things to do. Looking at running the Gauthier stone in that was just delivered. Guess. I don't think the other one is there. I don't think the red onto the yellow is there. Now that red is decidedly difficult. Now they're taking a look at the red on the left as we're looking at it. Of the two difficult red raises, the one on the left is actually easier. I mean, putting two angles on a stone and making it go to where you want it to go. We did see a couple fantastic ones, and then Bruce Mallett made some absolute pistols like that last week at the Dominion Securities Western Showdown in Swift Current. So taking a really, really good look at it is Team Drago. If I'm trying one of these shots, I'm trying either the run back to Gauthier stone or the two on the left, the red on the left. That is so tremendously difficult. Both teams utilizing a lot of thinking time here. Now, their team did have absolutely plenty going in this end, so they have enough time to think about it. That's not an issue at all right now. Very much a inflection point in this game. You see both teams exchange single points, and they each responded with a deuce in ends number 3 and end number 4. They seem to be between. Well, looking at the straight yellow rays, that's certainly there as well. Now, the straight yellow rays is good because you're going to leave a guard of your own, which will prevent a shot back from Gauthier. So they've come to a decision. And Maeda Takumi is going to run the yellow Team McDonald rock back. Got to be really close. Got to go. The yellow onto the red. Stick it. Oh, that's a pistol. I hope he has a permit for that. What a shot by Maeda. This is so good because you take it. You go right there. The line's perfect. You hit it, you stick it, and they're under cover to boot. Fantastic shot. Now, Gauthier is just going to throw a guard here. So the final stone from Gauthier is a guard. Well, that's pretty good because that did cut off. Jack, you gotta get out of there, or else the clock's not going to start. There you go. It did just foul that yellow raise enough. So the question is, can you steer that red onto the yellow from there for 3? It's there. There's not a tremendous amount of risk. You see the time clock there, about 14 minutes left for Team Maeda. Now just 11 for Team Gauthier and Team McDonald. I'm assuming they're going to take on the shot for 3. Now, you could go red for 2. That's certainly there as well, and probably a lot easier. But if you're going to play difficult shot for 2, why not play the more fun shot for 3, I say. He's got to be feeling good because he just threw that great one. So now here we go. Maeda Takumi, final stone of end number 5. Looking to throw up a big number with a raise here. Hits it. Can he raise it onto the yellow? He does. Oh, no. Oh, no. It spills out too far. And it's a steal of 1 for Team McDonald. Oh, my goodness. A tragedy there. You're going to see it come on in. It came in. It just did not curl enough. I think they thought it was over curled, but it had to curl a little bit more to cross over and catch it more solidly. So it's a steal. We'll be back.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Welcome back. It's a 6th end of play here in Martensville. It's the Grand Slam of Curling Canadian Open Tier 2. A steal of 1 for McDonald as a result of this very close shot from Maeda. So you see the release here. Now the key was you had to take the raised stone and stick it. You had to get every little inch of the stone you were hitting, and it just had to curl more, and they didn't go to the curl side. They held it straight too long, and unfortunately they caught too little, ended up spilling out and leaving the McDonald stone for a counter. Now, with that said, it's not all that bad because you're trailing by 1. You have 2 hammers to 1. So in theory, you're right there, and as talking to my colleague in the break, and with a no extra end rule, you're always in it. Just have to find a way to get to a tie after 8. And the math people would still say you have a great chance to win this game outright. So 2 hammers left. Down by 1 for Team Drago and Maeda. We're going to see how this works out. We do thank you all so much for joining us here on Curling Stadium for the Canadian Open Tier 2 event on Curling Stadium. We are honored to have you all join us, and we are honored to have the coverage of this event. That was a beautiful freeze. You see, they have the corner guard up. 2 stones in the rings now. Nice opportunity. So you're going to try to catch this. Your shooter's going to spring out. The one that you hit's going to spring out. And if you're really, really lucky, you might be able to shoot them both underneath your corner guard. That would be really good. Not with that weight, though, so just looking to unlock the 2 yellows here. Just slid past the guard. And they are unlocked. It is shot stone for Team McDonald. 2nd and 3rd belonging to Maeda. So Gauthier is just going to run the guard in. Asking for peel weight. Here's Humanicki. Bringing the peel weight. Ginter trying to curl it over. Needs to, because it's going to go all the way over the top. So now, interesting opportunity for Maeda. You could throw this double takeout right now in line 3. That's there all day. They're going to try to tap this back and leave their stones Christmas treed. They are picking up the pace just a little bit here. They used a lot of time last end. Both teams did. They want to make sure they have some left. Both teams still do have both of their timeouts, however. So nobody's in real danger. We did have a game earlier go down to 5 seconds. And for those of you trying to guess, no, it was not Kevin Cooey. So now Gauthier trying to line up the double peel here. Ginter bringing a boatload of weight. Off and on now, trying to curl it over a little bit. They grab it and over the top again. Unable to connect on the double peel for 2 straight stones now for Team McDonald. So now here comes the guard. See if he can throw one just as good as they had last one. It's over curled just a skosh. They're going to try to hit what they can see and see if they can kill it. It may be there. Very, very close. They can't see very much of it for sure. See my. So here's Ginter. Kicks out, fires. On the curl side is all of a sudden hit. Very close, very close. Past the guard, they get one. Do they get them both to go? Yes, they do. Big shot by Jason Ginter. It was close the whole way. It was always a little straight, a little curl. They hit just about everything they could see, and they just scoot out the side and back door. Put those two in the corner. So now the two options, and can try to lie under cover here or play the freeze. I think they're going to try to just kind of tap and roll a hair. This needs to settle down to be a perfect freeze. Nah, that's a little too much separation there. So Gauthier is going to pick this one off. Make sure he has his stone nice and clean. A clean stone is a happy stone. Gauthier's first of the sixth. Back and forth. They like it. Pretty good reason. They lie too, all scattered. So Maeda Takumi is going to have to try to manufacture the skip's deuce, and step one is to freeze to the rock just thrown. Got to be shot with a decent angle on it, so the jam is always there. Doesn't have to freeze per se, but you certainly need to be counting. Does look like it's either going to be a force or a skipper's deuce here. This shot's key. It's gut check time. You have to get this one there. Have to get it there, gentlemen. Heads down, sweep, 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 sweep. Oh, no, just Just a hair too light. That needed to be just, 30 centimeters further. So now, what does Gauthier do? Because that stone, while it's not shot, is still very much a threat. And he is going to try to get rid of that threat. Throwing, I believe he's taking on the slash here. Timeout is called. That's their first. They have about 7 minutes left in their clock. So you take a look at what you can do here. You could draw right there to where the broom is in line 2. Be very difficult, honestly, for Maeda to score, let alone score 2. Another option would be to throw a guard of some form to protect your stone in the rings. You could also probably corner freeze the Maeda stone coming in on the intern side. That would serve 2 purposes. You would make it tougher to throw the angle raise, because that's a real problem right now. They're going to like to draw in line 2. There's a lot to be said for that. There's old adage that sometimes the best guard is line 1 and 2. This draw certainly has to be made. Gauthier with his last of the 6th. He delivers from the Manitoba tuck. This looks a little bit too heavy. How heavy is it? I don't see a way for a multiple score here. This is a force. So it's good enough by Gauthier. Maeda's going to take his single here and try to knot up the score. Maeda. Final stone of the 6th. Needs a hit and stick for his single. Working it for the curl right now. It's got a long way to go. A long way to go. It's got to get up there. It's got to stay there. And it does hang on. He gets his single point. We're all tied up. 4-4 is the score. We'll be back on Curling Stadium.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of Curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of Curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Welcome back to the Grand Slam of Curling, Canadian Open Tier 2, here on Curling Stadium. 4-4 is the score. McDonald has the hammer. Jacques Cotier skipping the team this weekend. And here is lead Cameron Olofsson. So here we are in a classic situation, one hammer each. There is no extra end in round robin play. Now, Team McDonald does have their blank end available. Nobody has blank to end as of yet. Center guard is up. Gauthier elects to bring the action right into the middle. He may have blank on his mind. Maeda obviously has force on his mind. It's always a different dynamic when you're playing an event where the tiebreaker is a last stone draw. That is a lovely freeze by Tokoro. Olofsson looking to draw in behind. Ends up with a corner freeze there. Very good outcome. Going to stack another freeze in there. Right now, over on sheet 1, we show Reed Carruthers having a 3-1 lead after 4. I'm sure the game is much further progressed than that. There's Kamikawa. Royal. They're going to get their corner freeze maybe a little bit further. It's a pretty good position. Both teams in good position right now. And Gauthier says, enough of this. Here comes the peel. And there it is. It's all right. Might repeat this a few times. Here comes the guard. If you know the song, sing along at home. Probably go through this for a few stones. On the women's side of the draw, both games appear to be completed. 9-2, Tiranzoni over Tabata. I'm sorry, that's at the Tier 1 event. Our event, it's Cameron 4-3 over Ueno and Park 3-1 over McMillan. That's only showing the fourth end, so the game surely is further along. But there's the guard. And here comes the peel. We think. Gautier's thinking about it, and he says, nope, nope, nope. We're just going to we're going to peel the guard. Ginter on the brush. And the peel is all right. And once again, here comes the guard. We're in the shampoo portion of our broadcast. Lather, rinse, and repeat. It's just a chess match between the skips as to who's going to make the move back into the rings again first. So here comes the guard. And here comes the peel. And it's all right. Now here it is. It's going to be, now that we're on thirds, seconds rock. Now Maeda is going to kind of shake up the pile here a little bit. This is just about backline or board weight. More like a bumper weight. Let's see how it shovels it. That's pretty good for Team Maeda. They are gunned up on shot stone all day. That second rock could be a bit of an issue. So it looks like that Gauthier is going to attempt to blast his way to a blank here. So here's Ginter. This one has to curl. It's way outside. Just catches a piece of it. So now, this gets interesting. Do you take on the double or you just hit and roll on top? I think you hit and roll right on top there, just as they're suggesting. If you do that, only 2 stones left for Gauthier to get out of this or score 2. And once you make this hit and roll, I don't know how you're getting to. So then you say, how can you get to a blank? Can you get those 4 rocks to go and Don't forget another one comes. So 5 rocks to go with 2 of your own. Don't know if he can do it. So this shot right here with Maeda's first could be our turning point in the game. Unbelievably crucial shot here. And it's on the way. On the out turn. Off and on. Line looks really good. It hits. Does it roll far enough? No, they underswept it. Had they brushed that a little bit more, it would have been perfect. It's still pretty good. Still pretty good. Don't get me wrong. That's not bad. Oh, but it could have been perfect. I feel like they just got a little bit too comfortable with the sweep there. They had room to be aggressive because they had that Yellowstone to come into. So close. Now, Gauthier going to wind and fire. This is just going to be a double. I don't think all 3 go. Yep, they just get those 2. And pretty sure just the nose double is there. I would take it. Although you're going to leave your shooter right there and potentially have a blank. If we can get a nice tight look at that to see if they're fouled at all. Because, there's the possibility that Maeda could hit it just a little bit on quote-unquote the wrong side and still make the double and get separation on his rocks. So I'm saying, because this stone naturally goes at nose. Thank you for the shot there, Connor. It naturally goes at nose, but if I say if you hit it, hit it right there on like the S of Martensville. Let it kiss that red Maeda stone, kiss your own, and it should still make the double. And you're going to get some separation. It's going to kick it right there where Hiroki-san put his broom. That, I'm glad they see it because it's certainly there. So you're playing this and hitting it in a place where you would normally miss the shot, but because of the way they're situated, you should be able to get away with it. And this would make it a force. So here it comes down. This is another huge shot. They're all huge at this point. Needs to curl just a hair. Do they do it too much? No, they made that just perfect out the side. Dead even across. Exactly. Textbook picture. Perfect. These are the shots you have to see if you're going to win a lot of games at a high level. Be so easy to say, yeah, just walk up there, run up there and make the double. But no, you see that you can make the perfect shot and then you go and make it. That's how it's done right there. It's a hugely good shot. And now here's Gauthier. Final set of the 7th. And he is going to make the strategic choice to give up 1 and come home with hammer. So it's a steal of 1. They retain the hammer. Maeda has the lead, but Gauthier has the hammer when we come back. Final end action coming up next.
Hey, Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Who knew after 20 years in real estate I'd have to make silly videos for Instagram and come out behind a tree?
Stu, we need to do this stuff.
Why can't I just door knock into open houses like I did in the old days?
That doesn't work anymore.
Okay, so it's because I'm sitting here behind a tree. Come use us for real estate.
Welcome back to Martensville. It's the Grand Slam of Curling Canadian Open Tier 2. We have a barn burner between Team McDonald, skipped by Jacques Gauthier, and Team Maeda, Team Loco Dragon. And it's 5-4 in favor of Maeda. Team McDonald and Gauthier have the hammer here in end number 8, throwing the yellow stones. Happy to have you here with us on Curling Stadium. I'm Dave Schmel. Connor Sims is my producer, and we're honored to have all of you here with us here today. So with that last shot, it was Gauthier making the choice to give up the one to have the hammer coming home. And once again, in these rules, there is no extra end. So you can't, you're going to go to skip rocks if it's tied after 8. Team McDonald has one timeout left and about 3.5 minutes left on the clock. So they have time, but not buckets of time. And if you're in the situation that Maeda and Team Drago, you have to play this like it's a hard steal. You have to play hard like you're trying to steal and hope it becomes a force. You fought really hard to force Gauthier to that choice, and he made it. So here we go. So he's looking at both the double run or the draw under cover. I think trying to score 2, you'd play the draw, the draw under cover. It's kind of what I like, but they're going to play the run. They both can be okay. So here's Elias Humanicki. And he makes that double run back look Easy. Now the guard's going to come right back. And we're going to be playing cat and mouse for a while. It's been a very good game played by both teams. Both skips showing excellent tactics. And the individual players are playing to a pretty high percentage right now. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I would definitely think that most of the players are in the 80s. Now Gauthier is going to draw under cover. Okay, so changing gears here. They're going to tap their own stone under cover. Asking for back 8-foot or back 12-foot weight. They think it's a little bit of weight, a little bit heavy for weight. They do raise it, but it's open. So the freeze is the call. Nope, this looks like a little tap freezy kind of ice. See where it ends up. Obviously, every shot crucial at this point. This one comes right on down and freezes pretty nicely on the inside edge. Gauthier is going to try to put another one in there. So 14-8, that's just let them know that last rock was 14-8 to give them some guidance there because they're going to go down the exact same path. And going down the exact same path, it's going to be just a fraction keener or faster. So on the way from Ginter, Olsen trying to work it over. They need to curl further. They get good positioning there. So but still an opportunity. You want to get to this. You don't need to throw buckets away at this, but you want to move both of those yellows. So if you can throw maybe, board weight, just get on the other side of the face there, right? Hit it there. You'll push them back and you're going to roll right on top of yours. See if that's what they end up going with. That's what I believe they're calling. Now they're on the curl, both brushers. Got to get all the way up to the front. They get it, they tap it, they make a nice little pocket for themselves. And now those two stones for Gauthier are very gettable without any real danger for Maeda. And Maeda's position is getting better and better. 3 stones left to deliver for Team McDonald. Minute 40 with 2 timeouts. Well, sorry, 1 timeout remaining. So Ginter is going to try to make this run back and change the conversation. Hit it running back. Oh, no, they don't really do a darn thing other than change colors. They kill one of theirs. Shot stone belongs to Maeda, I believe. Very close, but they're going to call timeout. Timeout is called. That's their first. So you take a look at it. You have shot them. There's shot rock here. If you think you're shot rock, you could just try to affect a guard. Very dangerous, though. I think red is shot. You could make a play. Yeah, it's definitely red. You could make a play on the Team McDonald stone and just clear that out and be line 2. I kind of like removing the opponent's stone. It's a great play to make sure you're not going to lose the game. And you're at least going to get to skip rocks. You're still in a position where the problem is you're still in a really good position to steal. So you could curl around this and they're going to, well, this could be ice for either shot, depending on the weight. You could be coming down to the one in the back. You could also be throwing a gentle tap on your own to lie 2, which would be the shot to try to win the game right now and take skip rocks out of the equation. At the same time, leaving that yellow stone there. See the choice that they're making here. They're going to raise theirs. They raise it up. They still only lie 1. They lie a better one. But did they leave a triple there? So if you hit what you can see there, that's what they're going to do. They don't have the luxury of a lot of time to think about things right now. 1 minute, 16 seconds remaining. It's going to be extremely difficult to keep your shooter here. Timeout is called. I think this is very wise. They're rushing in a shot that might not have helped them because once you lose your shooter, their stone's going to be dead exposed. And Maeda is just going to rip it out And that's assuming you make the triple. Instead, going to open up the center. This comes with its own risk. This has to be made well, too. You could end up taking your own stone off here. Might very well do that. But this is a way to leave two yellows in the rings if it's made well. So go, GA. On it hard for the sweep. And get the one. Oh, and all the way by everything. Just can't. All the way past everything. So now, decision time for Team Maeda. They have plenty of time left to decide on this here. Right now, the wrong clock is running, and they notice that. They'll fix that. They'll add back time to both teams. Timeout called by Team Maeda here. It's going to be about a minute for Team McDonald to deliver their final stone. So taking a look at the options here. I think they're going to be settling on a guard or a slight tap on their own. If you do that, I don't see a clear path for Gauthier to be able to score 2. Or even score 1 at that point if you make this really well. Let's see how it goes. Final stone of the 8th N for Maeda Takumi. This one needs to come on up. And the guard is there. So he's going to look at the angle raise for the win. So tough. Thank you so much for joining us thus far this evening. Here's the deal. Gauthier has to score at least 1 for the tie, 2 for the win after this stone. Final stone of end number 8. Gauthier looking at the angle raise. Ginter. Olofsson. This is way out there. It's going to catch it too thin, I think. Oh, it does, and it is still going to be a steal of 1, and for a win for Team Maeda. They're going to take this one by a score of 6-4, and Team Loco Drago grabs the victory over Team McDonald with Jacques Gauthier. Take a look at this one more time, this final shot here. They were trying to slide it out. Then they went on the curl side. They caught it really thin, caught the top one first, ended up spinning the Maeda stone back up to the lid, and it ended up as a victory for Team Maeda. But what a fantastic game between the two squads. Truly a pleasure to watch. So stay with us here on Curling Stadium. At 8:30 Central Time, we're going to have Team Stapera versus Team Cooey. You can join myself and Sean Joyce for that game. And we'll also be featuring Caitlin Laws versus Serena Gray Withers. Marty Thompson and Matt Hames will have the call on that one. But for right now, for Connor Sims, my producer, I'm Dave Schmel. Thanks for watching the Grand Slam of Curling on Curling Stadium. Good day.